Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the More Analytics Afternoon Energy Podcast for January 12th going into the 13th. Okay, we're going to start off with natural gas. Okay, rallied back up a bit today. We were bearish. From the post-market podcast on December 5th, we came off $2.15.8 from 528.90 and then short covered. A lot of other bearish calls I won't get into right now. Decent trade above this formation right here, which is going to come in at 333.70. Minus 4.2 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time Tuesday will warn decent strength for 310 ticks minimum, 520 ticks plus maximum. If you break above there decently and back down through it decently, look for decent pressure to come in. Decent penetration overnight is going to be 75 ticks. After the open, it'll be 67 ticks. Bear with me just a moment. Just checking something here. My apologies. This actually is a decent penetration above that line. So this is bullish now. Decent trade back below where that comes in at 333.70. Minus 4.5 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. We'll warn of decent pressure again and likely run back down for these lows. Maintain gap lower tomorrow on crude to leave a minor bearish reversal above. Okay, we held exhaustion below at 50 with the 54.89 low and have rallied 491 going into the open, and then a few more ticks here today up to 59.91. Trade above 57.81. Bought in $2 and 10 cents of strength. Trade above 58.69. Projects us upward 110 minimum, 465 plus maximum. We've attained $1.22 from that. Trade above 58.72. Projects us upward 110 minimum, 390 plus maximum as well. And we've attained 120 of that so far. Decent trade above this formation right here. We'll warn of continued strength. Never mind, scratch that. Taking that off there. Decent trade back below this formation will warn a decent pressure. That's going to come in at 58.71 to 58.70 through tomorrow. Okay, in the RBOB, tomorrow has a decent likelihood of seeing range expansion and maintain gap lower tomorrow. We'll leave a minor bearish reversal above. I warned of exhaustion. We held that with the 166.56 low and it bounced up to 180.57. with additional areas to be long above at 171.22, 171.66, 172.37, which projects this upward. Actually, the break above 171.66 projects this upward 4.3 cents minimum, 10.7 cents plus maximum. We'd attained 8.44 cents of that going into today, and then a bit more than that from 180.10 up to 180.57. That projection is shaved a little bit because that line has moved down considerably. Then the trade above 172.37 projects this upward 4.5 cents minimum, 6.7 cents plus maximum. Then the trade above 174.78 also was a bullish call. And then finally, the trade above 176.82 to 724 warrants of continued strength. If we were to fail back down through where that comes in at 176.98 to 177.41 plus 0.3 of a tick per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. That would warn of decent pressure. We are in a bullish correction against the move down from the highs. And I said that if this is a full-fledged bullish correction, it should exceed 21.5 cents from the 166.56 low, i.e. a minimum target of 188.06. So we still have a ways to go to attain that. Okay, in the heating oil, we're under pressure overnight down into the gap. We came down in there and rejected out of it. Tomorrow has a reasonable likelihood of range expansion. And in the heating oil, we held exhaustion with a 204.69 low, rallied 12.67 cents. I warned if this starts a bullish correction, the minimum target would be 214.20, which we've already taken out. And the trade above 209.15 brought in 8.21 cents. And then the trade above 212.74 projects this upward 7.6 cents plus. We'd only seen 4.62 cents of that. And that projection is shaved a bit as that line has moved down a bit. If we were to fail back down through that line, this is shaved down to 6 cents. If we were to fail back down through that line decently, that I want a decent pressure. That's going to come in at 211.24 minus 2.5 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. The maintain gap lower in the print tomorrow will leave a minor bearish reversal above. The trade above 59.69 warned of strength, and we've seen strength up to now 64.33 with additional areas to be long above at 60.61, 60.93, 61.23, 61.95, 62.31. Decent failure back below this line. I want a decent pressure. That's going to come in at 62.40 plus 2.2 per hour starting at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. One, we have possible areas of exhaustion to contend with on the way up. One is here at 63.89 to 64.34, which we rejected off of a few times, and now we're heading up to test the highs. However, it is early for these to hold more than temporarily. So the next one to test is going to be up in here in the 65.96 to 66.41 general area. Okay, and the gas oil tomorrow has a decent likelihood of seeing range expansion. The maintain gap lower tomorrow will leave a minor bearish reversal above. We held exhaustion with the 596.25 low and rallied 39.25. I wonder if this turns into a bullish correction. The minimum target would be 627.25, which we've taken out. Trade above 608. It's brought in 27.50 of strength. The trade above 615.50. It's brought in 20 of strength. And the trade above 620.75 projects this upward 52. We've attained 14.75 so far. Decent failure back down below where that line comes in at 622.62. -4 per hour starting at 8 o'clock p.m. That would warrant a decent pressure. As for the cadence tomorrow, the heating oil is the strongest of the three. The RBOB in the middle, and the crude the weakest of the three relative to one another. A maintained gap lower and the RBOB crack tomorrow will leave a minor bearish reversal above. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you on tomorrow's podcast.